meeting got underway a short while ago. We do have here captains of industry. I saw a few board chairpersons from the mining industry. I also saw some soccer bosses. The South African Football Association bosses are also here with the rest of the board of governors. I also saw bosses of the taxi industry. They are also here, but also other umbrella organizations like business umbrella organizations, that is, like the AHI, as well as the Black Business Council, as well as Business Unity South Africa. We did also see some religious leaders, members of the South African Council of Churches, but also imams from the Muslim community. So there is quite a broad range of leaders here, including, of course, traditional leaders.
Now, there is speculation that the migration policy framework will be discussed. Can you confirm that, and what else is on the table?
Anything and everything is up for discussion. However, maybe one is to highlight that from what we're picking up from government has already been engaging the various stakeholders, most of them informally. So all those people, almost everyone who is here will not be hearing the government's message for the very first time. Ministers have been up and about speaking to their respective constituencies. As late as yesterday, for example, where the minister responsible for cooperative governance and traditional affairs, Pravin Gordhan, did meet with representatives of the House, or the National House of Traditional Leaders. Other ministers, like the minister responsible for small business, as well as the finance minister, Minister Nene, have also been meeting with business people across the board to try and explain to them what is government's stance in this regard, but also to get some intelligence, obviously, about what it is that these constituencies would like to communicate to government. So, in essence, what they are here to do today is to make sure that everyone reads from the same page, and if over the past few days, over the past week, there are other attendant issues that the respective constituencies have thought of or in their respective meetings have discussed, and those are issues that they would like to bring to the attention of government, today they are getting an opportunity to do so. But as I said, the constituencies that are here today are local constituencies, so to speak, business, sport, across the South African, cutting across South African communities. However, tomorrow, the president is going to have another session, but tomorrow it'll be a session with such people as the Diaspora Forum, which represents many, if not most, of the people who are resident here in South Africa or are working here in South Africa, but from other countries across the continent. So that meeting, together with such bodies as the United Nations High Commission for Refugees, those particular constituencies, the president and members of the executive will meet them only tomorrow. Today, the focus is on the local constituencies. Elvis.
Now, the presidential spokesperson, Mac Maharaj, says that the president wants the problem of xenophobia to be addressed on a long-term basis. The migration policy, is that a sense that you're getting that this is what they're talking about?
Well, certainly it's that and more. For example, a couple of days ago, I was having a chat with the minister responsible for small business. They have compiled a report going back to 2008 when this phenomenon reared its ugly head. And all the lessons that have been learned since, the conversations that her ministry, after it was set up, the conversations that it has had with groupings like like small businesses, township traders, many of whom are under the umbrella of NAFCOC. They have compiled a document, and they have interrogated that document to make sure or to see that how it can help government formulate a policy that will be sensitive to the business interests of foreigners who are here wanting to do business, but at the same time the kind of policy or position that takes into account the demands, the hopes and aspirations of local business traders. You will recall that township traders are the ones who believe that they are hit hard by what they deem to be an invasion of the townships by other African traders. So government is looking at how to strike that very delicate balance between responding to the needs of the local indigenous businesses, as well as really ensuring that you do not bar completely, if you have to bar, that is, foreign traders from doing business in the townships and indeed in all the other areas. So that, for example, is one of the issues that government is looking at on a medium to long-term basis. But equally, the government is obviously looking also at the immigration policy, because as much as President Jacob Zuma and his cabinet have expressed it unequivocally that we are who we are today as South Africa because Africa helped us get where we are today. But having said that, it cannot be a free-for-all. You cannot just open the floodgates and allow everyone to just come in, because when crime happens, you do have to know where to find whoever may have committed crime. That again is not to say crime in this country is where it is, or the people who are committing crime are foreign nationals, but you have to close each and every loophole that there is. So people have to have the right documentation, and if you are trading, you have to make sure that you comply with whatever rules that apply in your sphere of doing business. So no place will be left, or no sphere of our lives will be left unattended, we are being promised. Elvis?
Vuyo, thank you so much for that update. That was the SABC News Contributing Editor, Vuyo Mvoko, live from Pretoria.